folks? Welcome back to the greatest show on the internet, the road to 105 kilograms, with me, myself, MuzLghtYr. Today you join us for a very special edition. So we are in Middlesbrough, North-East, training at Steel City Gym, what I consider the best gym in the country. It's probably not, I've not been to them all, but out of the ones I've been to, it's probably my favourite. So we're here with Josh, and we're here with Kith, and we're doing some actual boxing drills today. So we've done some drills before this, and let's just jump into it. We are in 2 rounds of 3, 1 minute 45. So I do 3 rounds with Josh, and then I do 3 rounds with Kieran, then we cut and go from there. So let's get into it. So you can see, obviously here, we're just in our respective corners, and then we come straight in, touch gloves, and then we're starting into it. So obviously stuff to note here, Josh and I, similar weights. I'm probably slightly heavier, I am slightly taller, and that also applies to Kieran. I am heavier and taller than both of them. They have both done, Josh has done 2 or 3 white collar boxing fights now, and he's, I would say, a skilled boxer. For our amateur level, he's a very skilled boxer, and he's technically a lot stronger than I am in boxing. But obviously being a southpaw, it's nice. I can stand on, we're always fighting for the outside, and my jab is kind of really strong, followed in by those hook body shots. So the first round, we're kind of just feeling each other out, seeing what it's like, what the kind of dictated pace is going to be for these kind of 3 rounds. I would say I'm probably more aggressive in this first round than Josh is, but I do think he wins this first round. Please in the comments below put who you think wins each of the rounds. It's called 1 through 6. But yeah, a really good time. We've already done probably about half an hour of training just on the pads and stuff, which was really good and really informative for me, because what I need to work on when it comes to the boxing is actual leg work, because my leg work is shoddy. It's so bad, because normally I'm not punished because I get to kick and things like that and teep away, but obviously in boxing we don't get to do that, so punishment comes from poor leg work. So coming to the end of the first round here, we both kind of exchange blows nicely. We're kind of feeling the pressure a wee bit. He rolls in here and kind of puts the hate on me. I didn't block that kind of, as he rolls back up his hook in, and it didn't sink me, but it hurt. We exchanged blows right at the end there, and then the round finishes. We tap gloves and come to respective corners. Coming in second round, we've had a minute's rest after this, so we are energized. I think this round I kind of find my foot in a bit more and really kind of push on a lot harder. So what I have found through all 6 of these rounds is when I'm jabbing, we're just kind of exchanging jabs on the outside, because we're obviously both on the outside. And I can exchange, then I can dive in for those body shots a lot easier with being on the outside. So you'll see me do that quite frequently. Like I'm constantly putting the jab out, and then maybe on like the 3rd or 4th jab, I'll dive in for that body shot, and it connects really well most of the time. Yeah, head guard, wearing the head guard is a bit weird. It does come off at one point. I catch Josh really well, but the head guard's come off, so I have to like stop and push it back on my head. But really interesting to have a different perspective of obviously boxing itself. I catch him there nicely with the 1-2 as he comes in, but then he paws me again with his front hand. Barrage of shots in and out. There's the head guards come off after my barrage of kind of body head. And yeah, I'm just keeping the pace on Josh here. Fitness wise, we're probably very similar fitness wise. In all the rounds we were pretty good. It's not like we were exhausted between them. We did have stuff left in the tank. In the 3rd round, I believe we do a bit of ring of roses, kind of just walk around, look at each other for a bit, but obviously we'll comment on that when we get there. I feel like we keep clashing, and every time we clash, I kind of have my arms out and not pull them back quick enough to come back and actually throw punches. End of round 2, there was a bit of a disgruffle, because Kiss on the sideline kind of counting us in, being like 10 seconds left, 5 seconds left, and he says something like keep going, but it's after the 5 seconds, so it's kind of like, oh, it's finished, but the round hadn't finished. So we kind of had a weird ending discuffle there, which didn't actually finish how it should have finished. Here, Josh kind of put some hurt on me. I'm trying to keep my hands up a lot more than I have been in the tie, because obviously it's a lot more important. There I'm going like top bottom, I'm not just going top. I'm trying to go like with the jab as well, because obviously for the last 2 rounds I've very much been that backhand coming down into the abdomen and kind of lower belly, chest. So in this round I'm trying to fire the jab down low and then fire it up top as well. I don't know how much that came to fruition, and there you can see that double jab into that cross again. I think that it's nice to see the base. He did clip me badly. You can see every time I get clipped badly, I end up stuck back and walk forward like this and do the thing with my fucking hands again. But it's what it is. Now Josh is firing like those abdomen shots, and yeah, it's been really nice to train something different and with other people. it's really nice to go else. Oh, he cracks me good there. You saw that like that. It was rear for him. It would be rear hook, body, then head, and cracks me with both of them. We're kind of in this exchange of like passing back and forth, but I think Josh definitely got the better of me there. Oh, that was nice. Slip out there and come in. We are coming to the end. Oh no, we're nowhere near the end of the round. We're like barely halfway through. This is intense. So yeah, I'm kind of lost for words. Beautiful slip there by Josh, and then I come back in with that jab. I don't think the jab's good enough. I think that I'm just throwing it for throwing its sake. End around there. It turns out we were close to the end of the round. I think I'm just throwing the jab for jab's sake. Kieran did shout at me. He was like, Murray, you need to stop throwing that. It's a waste of energy. And I agree with him to a certain extent, but I also disagree with him because I think that it finds range, right? Like, that jab finds the range and finds where they are actually placed in the stadium. So yes and no, because yes, it's tiring me out, but at the same time, it is cardio. It's good for me, right? We're doing this for a fitness journey. We're not doing a fight thing. So yeah, I am knackered now. You can tell I'm knackered, but I stay in for the next round. So Kieran and I next. Going back to the jab though. Going back to the jab, so you need to stay focused. You get all over the place. I think it's good that I fire that jab as it keeps in range where I know where I can fire that backhand into the body or the head, because I know that they're present enough for me to do that. Coming to the next one with Kieran. So Kieran's had one white collar boxing fight. Absolutely smashed his opponent. Really kind of fast and technically very strong, and probably a lot fitter than I am cardio wise. I am much bigger than he is. The other thing to mention is this camera angle doesn't make the ring look that big. It's probably maybe 5 meters by 5 meters, but it doesn't look that. I don't know how big it actually is. It's like a standard size boxing ring. I don't know how big it is. I should really know that, but I don't. But it looks so much smaller, but I felt like I was chasing him around a lot of the time, especially the second and third round. But that's because he absolutely gasses himself out here, because he spoke to me afterwards. This isn't just me talking like I know what I'm talking about. He did speak to me about this. He has trouble with that front jab, so he feels like he has to push in and then fight me on the inside like he just did. Really nice. He comes in and throws a load of good body shots, and he's obviously not throwing them that hard because he didn't feel them, but you can see them landing like right on my liver, right on my abdomen, my side. He really puts them in nicely. Again, he's pushing back in, pushing me against the ropes, and really putting the beat down on me, but he is getting tired now. Nice 1-2 and put to the side afterwards. Yeah, really good place to be in here for me. But to be honest, it's just nice training with other people, other skill levels, and just having a really enjoyable time with really good friends. I was saying to them all morning, I was like, this is the best morning I've had in months. Like, genuinely, I love these so much. So coming to the end of the first round here, Kieran's kind of getting a bit gassed. I threw a big hook there, like a 1-2, like body, head, and I missed the hook. Thank God I missed the hook. But pushing him around now, I am throwing my weight around here a bit, just like pushing on him. And he says this, that on that first round, I really leaned into him. I wanted to comment on that there. We touched gloves, and the minute we touched gloves, I went down and punched him. And I thought about it as I drove in on the morning. I was like, I could do that. And I did it, and I felt so scummy. So a big apologies to Kieran. I do slip and fall there, and he immediately apologized. Like, well, I didn't do that, didn't it? You slipped. But yeah, very funny. I felt really scummy after doing that. So you'll see in the third round, I don't do it again. I will not be doing that ever again. We're touching gloves and firing straight afterwards. But then going on to that slip, he did hit me as I slipped. So I'm going to count it as he knocked me down. So Kieran, big shout out, well done. First one to actually knock me down in training. I put him in the corner here and I unleash a barrage of like body shots and uppercuts. What's really not frustrating here, but I uppercut Kieran, I miss, but he has totally forgotten about this shot. Like, he hasn't thrown an uppercut for the entirety of the first round, the entirety of the second half. The first half of the second round. And it opens up an arsenal for him that he had totally forgotten about. And now we've just unlocked this new skill for him. And he's now like, oh, I've got an uppercut. And it plays to his advantage because he wants to be fighting in close range. I want to be staying back and fighting him at range with the jab. You can see here, we're just circling each other. This is a bit of ringer rosy. And I'm just firing on that front arm and then jumping in with that back arm for range. Because I've got range advantage. I don't need to go in close. And that's obviously where uppercuts shine. So why have I opened his arsenal to give me an uppercut, give him an uppercut and remind him about it when it was unnecessary? I didn't even hit him with it. Anyway, end of the second round now, he is gassed. My weight's been pushed on him. I am keeping the tempo high. This third round, I really put the tempo on him. I don't want him to have a break. It takes me a second to get into rhythm, but as soon as we're in, I'm in now. And from here on out, I think it's a good 30 seconds, 30, 40 seconds out of the minute and a half, I stay on him. Like, I'm chasing around the ring. And he said it was really intimidating me coming at him like this, but I just feel I look like such a dick, like moving my hands like this. But again, in the corner, body, I just love that. Putting the corner and kind of swinging in, which is really bad because any highly talented boxer would absolutely punish me for that, because I just crouch down and I swing. And I'm not saying I am saying we're not good enough to punish. Any skilled boxer would punish me for that. So I'm not saying it doesn't work here, because it definitely does work. It probably would work at a white collar boxing thing, but at any level higher this, into an amateur fight or anything like that, I'd be floored for that. So just something to note there. Coming in now, we're both getting tired. I've done 6 rounds. This is Kieran's 3rd round after a heavy morning of training. And I'm now just like, right, big haymakers for kind of just not finishing, but like I want to throw power shots from distance. And you saw that jab. I kept firing that jab on him, and I got past his defense, and he lands me with a clean one here. And then this is coming towards the very end of the round now. I'm like, right, I need to, because it's always end of the rounds where you win the round, right? So here, I'm just trying to break his guard and then get one through. But I use the jab to break it, and then the cross comes in and clacks him. Then he fires back, and then we exchange, but I've hit him first, and I hit him hard first. You see his head rock right back, and that's the end of the round there. Absolutely brilliant morning. We didn't get any of the training drills on screen, because I didn't think it was necessary. Just wanted to get the sparring stuff. One of the best mornings I've had in a long time. So gentlemen, Josh, Kieran, thank you so much for letting me train with you. Had a great time. Can't wait for the next one. Hopefully Brother Festival will join next time. We'll have a bit more skilled boxing in. Maybe raise the roof a little bit, but that would be really good. So gentlemen, thank you so much for letting me join. I hope you've enjoyed this week's video. I stand by Steel City Gym, Middlesbrough. Shout out, one of the best gyms in the UK. Absolutely love it there. And yeah, please tune in for next week. Next week is going to be something really special. I've just come off the back of it, so obviously I know what's happened. A lot of people that are close to me know what's happened, but for those who don't know, we'll see you next week. Much love.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit.